Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. We are here for another episode of Friday Night Smackdown, just 8 nights away from the Royal Rumble. A very exciting time ahead, and I know as the Intercontinental Champion Austin Theory makes his way to the ring, I do know a certain question that might be coming because I know a lot of people follow the community about it. I know that modding is now available for 2K22 to change attires and stuff, and I am looking into it. I had a hard time figuring it out before this video, but give me until after the Royal Rumble because the entire Royal Rumble event has already been recorded at this point. So give me until after the Royal Rumble, then mods will start coming in. I want to keep things consistent between modding, no modding for now. But after the Rumble, I will start playing with mods again. As the Intercontinental Champion Austin Theory making his way to the ring, set for a big Intercontinental title event against Randy Orton in 8 days' time at the Royal Rumble. Theory makes his way to the ring. Tonight, he's going to be taking on Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews making his way to the ring. Speaking of people that hopefully mods will allow me to take care of down the road. Apollo Crews making his way to the ring. This is a big opportunity for him tonight to go one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion. An opportunity to get a huge non-title victory, set himself up for a future title match. Of course, it seems we already know who the next challenger will be to either Randy Orton or Austin Theory after the Royal Rumble. And it seems that that is going to be Sami Zayn, who won himself a future title opportunity when he defeated Ricochet very recently here on SmackDown. But for now, Apollo Crews, looking to try and get himself into title contention, makes his way to the ring. Apollo Crews is here, so Crews and Theory one-on-one here on SmackDown. First bit of action for the night. Without any further ado, here we go. Crews throws a right hook, and now Theory gets grabbed. Theory answers back with some elbow strikes, and Austin Theory knocking him back. Austin Theory now kicks Apollo Crews in the ribs. Theory grabs onto him, throws Crews off the ropes. Theory swings through, and neckbreaker connects. Theory grabbing Apollo, picking him back up to his feet, and Austin Theory kicks him in the ribs. Crews with a chop. There's a left hook, and now Apollo Crews scoops him up, and Crews power slam. Apollo Crews with a kick now, and another. Crews goes for another kick. Theory grabs the leg, and Theory sweeps the leg on Apollo Crews. Austin Theory standing shooting star connects. Theory now getting Crews back up to his feet, and Apollo Crews gets caught with a right hook. Theory with a chop now, and Theory firing away on Apollo. Austin Theory staggers, and Theory with a super kick. And Austin Theory gets hit with an elbow strike, and now Apollo Crews grabs onto the Intercontinental Champ. Throws him over the top rope, out to the floor. Austin Theory spills to the outside. And now Apollo Crews standing over the Champ. Throws a kick, Theory back to his feet, and Austin Theory sweeps the leg of Apollo. Austin Theory now getting him back up to his feet. Austin Theory, there's a chop. Grabs onto Apollo, and Theory throws Apollo into the announce table. Getting him back up to his feet now is Austin Theory. Now with Apollo again, back into the ring. Theory follows him back in. He grabs Apollo. Austin Theory picks him up. There's a chop. Into a drop kick. Crews is down. Into a standing shooting star press. Austin Theory is on top right now, and Austin Theory to the top rope. Theory, big splash attempt. Crews got the knees up. Crews with a powerful scream there. And now Crews picks up Theory, and Apollo Crews with Austin Theory. Stun gun takes him down. Apollo Crews now gets him back up to his feet, and Apollo Crews with Austin Theory over the top rope. Ready to throw him to the outside. Theory counters now, and Austin Theory tries to grab Apollo, but Apollo with a right hook, and now Apollo follows him to the outside, and Apollo Crews back body drop takes him down. Apollo now stomps the arm, takes down Theory. Apollo Crews standing tall as Austin Theory starting to pull himself back up. Apollo powerbomb takes down Theory. Oh, Apollo went for the standing shooting star that time, and Theory got his knees up. Drop kick attempt. Apollo out of the way, and now Theory up to the apron. Austin Theory hops back down, though, gets caught. Apollo Crews. Chimeraplex takes him down. And now Apollo Crews grabs onto the Intercontinental Champ. Gut wrench suplex. 6 count. Theory's hell out of the ring. Apollo breaks the count, and Theory, whoa, barely gets out of the way. Austin Theory now telling Apollo Crews to bring it on. Crews back up on the apron, gets back into the ring. Theory gets him in the ribs. Austin Theory gets him up. The Theory knee into the neck of Apollo. Cover. 1, 2, no. Apollo Crews kicks out. Now Theory knocking him down. Austin Theory with a kick. Theory now trying to take him down, but Apollo back to his feet. Apollo sweeps the leg. And now Apollo Crews gets Theory back up to his feet. And Apollo Crews with a chop. And again, Apollo Crews now gets Theory up on his shoulders. And Crews with a running power slam takes down Austin Theory. Crews now with a kick to the head, and Apollo Crews grabs onto Theory, pulling back into a choke. But Austin Theory's foot was under the bottom rope. Theory rolls out of the way. Theory with a right hook, and again, Austin Theory now grabs onto Apollo. Theory throws him into the corner. Oh, a cross body into the corner. And now Austin goes around the ropes. Austin slings Apollo into the ropes. And now Apollo Crews is down. Austin Theory, big splash connects. Apollo goes down. Theory getting him up to his feet. Austin Theory with a chop. And a right hook connects as well. Apollo with an enziguri. And Apollo Crews with a stomp turns him over. Apollo Crews now is going up to the top rope. Apollo Crews up to the top. Apollo. Frog splash. A man that big should not be able to frog splash that easily. 2. Theory kicks out. And now Theory getting pulled back up to his feet. Apollo looking to end it. Apollo Crews. Whoa, Theory with an elbow to the neck. Theory. Oh, Apollo caught him now, and Apollo Crews gets him up. Theory gets out of the way, and Austin Theory grabs onto Crews. German suplex takes him down. Theory cannot afford a loss like this en route to Randy Orton. It's a dream match for many with Theory and Orton. As Theory sends Crews off the rope, swings through into a neckbreaker. Now Austin Theory gets him back up to his feet, kicks him in the ribs. Theory gets Apollo back up, and a knee into the neck again. Now Theory kicking Crews down. Austin Theory's taking him down. Austin Theory kicking Apollo Crews down, pointing down at him. As Crews now runs back to his feet. Crews with a huge kick to the head. Austin Theory staggering back to his feet, and Apollo Crews. Oh, Crews has him up. Military press. Cover on Theory. 1. Kick out from the Intercontinental Champion. Now Apollo Crews grabs onto him. Knee to the side of the head. Apollo Crews now going to the top rope, and Apollo Crews. Oh, went for a splash. Theory got the knees up. Apollo staggering back to his feet now. Austin Theory. Oh, Theory tries to grab him. Crews catches him. Power slam. And now Apollo looking to beat Austin Theory here. Apollo Crews looking for a huge win over the Intercontinental Champion. Austin Theory with an elbow strike. Theory. RKO! Theory with an RKO to Crews. Apollo Crews is beat. Austin Theory sends a message to his Royal Rumble opponent by finishing the match with Randy Orton's own move. Austin Theory just pinned Apollo Crews with an RKO. Austin Theory just hit Apollo with Randy Orton's finisher. If you want to talk about mind games, Austin Theory is playing Randy Orton level mind games right now. Oh, hang on a minute. The Viper is here. Randy Orton. Okay, kid, you wanted my attention. Now you got it, and not in the way that you would want it. I said last week backstage You remind me a lot of myself at your age, and you do. You're smug, you're arrogant, and you got the whole world being handed to you. Dude, you're even in a faction with Triple H. If you wanted to be Randy Orton, just say so. You got a big dude with muscles in Drew McIntyre. And you're being led by a power-hungry tyrant with Cody. Sound familiar? Because it seems the more things evolve, the more they say the same. That Intercontinental title was the first one I ever held in the WWE. You've got 8 days left with it. Spend them wisely, son. Because when you step in this ring with me at the Rumble, A-Town down becomes RKO. Oh, Theory! Just hit Orton with an RKO! Oh, Randy. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Things between Orton and Theory are heating up, but we're going to move into a championship match. The first of 2 championship matches this week in LS11 Smackdown as Fight Night, Sheamus and Ridge Holland making their way to the ring. Last week, this challenge was made with Xander's terrible Irish and British accents. Look, man, I had a really sore throat that day. I could not do voices that well. Anyways, Sheamus and Ridge Holland making their way to the ring. Fight Night tonight. Looking to capture gold. It would be Sheamus and Ridge, both of their first titles in the LS11 Universe. But they've got to challenge the fairly dominant team of Moustache Mountain. Tyler Bate and Trent Seven have been a very popular, very dominant tag team since arriving to SmackDown after NXT Fallout. Of course, the rules of NXT Fallout were that the final champions would get title matches at Clash of Champions, and Bate and Seven were the only team, were the only NXT alumni to capture gold on that night. Pete Dunne, Ilya Dragunov, Sasha Banks, that one aged poorly, and Pete Dunne, Ilya Dragunov, and Sasha Banks all failed to capture gold in their matches. And of course, Chad Gable was Cruiserweight Champion. That carried over. He did manage to retain, but that's a little bit different. But on that night, Moustache Mountain defeated Rated RKO and captured the gold, shocking many when they did so. So now Bate and Seven making their way to the ring. Yet another title defense coming up. They fought the likes of the Creeds. They've fought other teams here on SmackDown in the past. Los Lotharios come to mind. The Viking Raiders, just to name a couple. Look, SmackDown doesn't have the best tag division. I'm aware. We're working on it. Releases affected a lot. I really miss Alliance World Tour. So the SmackDown Tag Team titles up for grabs. Sheamus and Ridge Holland. It's going to be Sheamus and Tyler Bate starting off, the two that made this matchup last week. Tyler Bate runs at Sheamus, but Sheamus grabs him, and Sheamus, using his size advantage in the early goings, throws Bate into the corner, and Sheamus now grinds his elbow into the face of Tyler. And again! Tyler Bate goes down as Sheamus gets him back up. Double axe handle across the face. And now Sheamus stomps the arm of Tyler Bate. Sheamus now into a cover on Bate. One, kick out from Tyler. Tyler Bate's down, Sheamus standing over him. Tyler Bate now slowly pulling himself back up, but Sheamus grabs him by the back of the neck, and Sheamus clubs him in the chest. Tag made to Ridge Holland. Now Ridge Holland comes in into a cover on Tyler Bate. One, kick out. Ridge Holland now grabs Tyler Bate, and Ridge Holland with a knee into the face of Tyler Bate. Immediately tag made back to Sheamus, and Tyler Bate now throws a punch. Tyler Bate now throwing some jabs at Sheamus. Sheamus and Ridge, those frequent tags could have backfired, it would seem. As Tyler Bate throws a kick. Sheamus dodges it now, and Sheamus gets Tyler Bate up. Tyler Bate escapes and drops Sheamus. And now Tyler Bate runs back to his corner. Tag made. Trent Seven is in. Bate's mentor, Trent Seven, in the matchup now. Seven with a leg drop across the back of the head. And now Trent Seven gets Sheamus back up to his feet. Trent Seven with Sheamus. Throws him off the ropes. Trent Seven ducks him. Throws Sheamus. Throws a clothesline. Sheamus dodges it. Now Sheamus kicks Seven in the ribs. Goes for a DDT. Trent Seven knocking him back. Trent Seven now with Sheamus. Off the ropes. Trent Seven, German suplex. Takes him down. Seven now gets Sheamus back up to his feet, and Trent Seven grabs the Celtic Warrior. Throwing Sheamus now off the ropes. Seven, they collide again. All tries to throw a discus. And now Sheamus goes for an Irish curse. Seven into an arm drag. And there's the leg drop. Seven connects with the leg drop to Sheamus. Getting him back up to his feet now. And Trent Seven with a chop to Sheamus. Grabs onto him now. Sheamus knocking him back. Sheamus with Trent Seven. Taking him towards the ropes. Puts him in the corner. Sheamus grabs onto Trent Seven now. And Sheamus with an elbow strike. And again. Sheamus has him down. Trent Seven with a kick to the head. Seven now for a chop. Sheamus scoops him over on his shoulder. Sheamus looking like he was going to go for white noise. Trent Seven with a counter. And now Trent Seven. Oh, a jawbreaker from Sheamus. Sheamus grabs onto one out of the champs. Scoops him up. Sheamus with an Alabama slam. Takes down Seven. Sheamus gets Trent Seven back up to his feet now. And Sheamus scoops him up. Oh boy. Sheamus with the high cross to Trent Seven. Sheamus now getting him back to his feet. Grabs hold of him. Seven elbowing him now. Trent Seven elbows Sheamus away. Trent Seven runs back towards the corner. Tag made to Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate is back in now. And Tyler Bate with a rolling kick to Sheamus. And now Tyler Bate. Oh! Wipes out Ridge Holland at the last possible moment. Tyler Bate now. Oh, Sheamus caught him though. Now Sheamus. Backbreaker to Tyler Bate. Into a cover. One kick out from Tyler Bate. Now Sheamus scoops him up. Slams him down. Tag made to Ridge Holland. Sheamus now look out. Tyler Bate kicks Ridge Holland in the face. Tyler Bate now getting Holland back up to his feet. Tyler Bate turns him over into a reverse Boston grab. Tyler Bate looking for a submission here, looking to get the win. Tyler Bate's got it in tight. Sheamus coming in. Sheamus making the save for his tag partner. And now Tyler Bate goes up to the top rope, and Tyler Bate. Oh, a leg drop to Ridge Holland. But Sheamus knocked him off course by pushing him in the air. So now both men going to desperately have to crawl for a tag. Tyler Bate leaps out and tags Trent Seven. Here comes the mentor as Ridge Holland dodges him now, and Ridge Holland gets him back up to his feet. Holland grabs onto Seven. Now Ridge Holland getting knocked back. Trent Seven knocks him back. Seven. Crossbody attempt. Ridge Holland catches him and slams him down with a backbreaker. Goes for right hand now. Trent Seven fires back up with a headbutt. Leg drop connects. A leg drop connects. And now Trent Seven wants Sheamus. He tells Sheamus to bring it on. Sheamus looking to comply. Sheamus gets him up on his shoulders. Trent Seven counters. Trent Seven. Whoa. Sheamus caught him. Sheamus gets him up again now. And Sheamus. Stun gun. Trent goes down, and now he turns his attention to Bate. Sheamus. White noise to Tyler Bate. Oh, and Trent Seven taking the save. There's a chop to Sheamus. Spinning back fist into a clothesline. 1, 2. No. Nearly got it. And now Trent Seven punching Sheamus in the face repeatedly, taking him down. Trent Seven now grabs Sheamus back up to his feet, and Seven with a kick to the ribs grabs onto Sheamus. Trent Seven throws Sheamus into the corner. grabs onto him, punches him in the back. And down to one knee, goes for a chop. Sheamus with a chop now. The Celtic Warrior turns him around, and Sheamus. Whoa, Trent Seven flipped out of it. Seven kicks Sheamus in the ribs. Oh my God! Sheamus with a back body drop. And now Sheamus stalking him. He grabs Seven back to his feet. Brogue for the tag titles. One. Tyler Bate makes the save for his mentor. Now Sheamus. Oh, Tyler Bate in trouble. Sheamus wipes out Tyler Bate. Trent Seven all alone again. Seven put in the corner now, and Seven. Well, Sheamus gets caught. Trent Seven takes him down. Cover. Jackknife. 1, 2. Ridge makes the save. And now Trent Seven with a right hook and a drop kick to Ridge Holland. Oh, but now Sheamus catches him, and Sheamus knee into the back of the neck, taking him down. Sheamus knee into the arm. Sheamus has him down into a cover. 1, 2. Trent Seven gets the shoulder up. And now Trent Seven in trouble. Sheamus with a DDT. Now Sheamus, whoa, Trent Seven kicked him in the ribs. Now Trent Seven kicks him. Trent with pile driver to Sheamus. 1, 2, 3. After being isolated for several minutes, Trent Seven powers through, and Trent Seven beats Sheamus, and Moustache Mountain keep their Smackdown Tag Team titles. Your winners and still Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, Moustache Mountain. A big win for these two guys tonight. They keep their tag titles for yet another night. We got plenty more coming up on Friday Night SmackDown. Up next. We move on to some more singles action. Up next, we're rolling right along with SmackDown tonight. If you can't tell, we're on the road to the Royal Rumble. All the big storyline people are involved in the Royal Rumble. Shelton Benjamin, the gold standard of SmackDown, making his way to the ring. There is no stopping him now. Shelton Benjamin, a veteran of the industry, has been around for a long time. He's got an opportunity tonight to kind of defend his generation, I guess is the best way to put it. He's going to be taking on the man that faces John Cena in 8 nights at the Royal Rumble, in what has genuinely been was the Masters of the LS11 Universe predictions. If you don't know what that is, if you want to predict for the LS11 Universe channel, winner at the end of each season gets a customized trophy with their name on it. That is available over on the community tab on the channel. The most divisive match, split 50-50 in predictions right now. John Cena and Bron Steiner are. Nobody knows who's going to get the win. But here comes Bron Steiner, the Breaker, making his way to the ring. Bron Steiner making his way to the ring. It's going to be Steiner and Benjamin one-on-one. Bron Steiner has been a hell of a performer since his debut just a few months ago. The final pick in NXT Fallout, a man who was signed to LS11 Universe. He was ready to make his NXT debut before the call to cancel NXT came. It was very unfortunate. But now he is here. He is on SmackDown. He's definitely, I'd argue, a high option for Breakout Star of the Year. So does Benjamin and Steiner. Steiner with a left hook now, and Steiner with an elbow strike, knocking him back. Steiner, no, Benjamin with a right hand. And now Steiner gets caught with a knee to the ribs. Steiner grabs onto Benjamin, throws him in the corner, and Steiner grabs onto Shelton Benjamin, pulling the arm in. Steiner has him now, goes for right hook. Shelton counters now, and Shelton, right hand to the left. Shelton Benjamin whip for a slap. Shelton with a knee strike. And another. Steiner goes down, and Shelton now into ground and pound. Knocks him down with a right hook, and another kick. Shelton, part of that big OVW class back in 2002. Himself, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, and Brock Lesnar. What a class that was. And there's a big chop from Shelton to Bron. Yeah, Bron kicks him in the ribs. Bron Steiner, elbow strike, kicks him in the ribs. You've got two guys named Bron in the WWE for Universe mode. I prefer this one a lot. As now Bron Steiner gets Shelton up, and a back body drop onto the apron. And there's a kick to the arm as well. Now Bron Steiner getting Shelton Benjamin up and throws him across ringside. Steiner goes for a kick. Shelton caught his leg now, and Shelton sweeps the leg of Steiner. Shelton Benjamin now goes in a ground and pound on the outside. There's a kick to the ribs from Shelton Benjamin. Shelton now gets him back up to his feet. Shelton Benjamin throws him back into the ring. Shelton has him down now, and Shelton Benjamin. Oh, Bron Steiner kicks at the knee. And now Steiner. Oh, Shelton turns it into a crossbody, knocking him flat. There's a leg drop from Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin going up to the top rope. Shelton perched up high. What is Shelton thinking here? Shelton Benjamin going to get up. Benjamin now going to come off the top with a double axe handle. Shelton's got him down now, and Shelton turns him over. Shelton Benjamin, shades of his team angle days. Ankle lock is in. Shelton Benjamin's got the ankle lock in on Bron. Bron Steiner could be in some trouble here. Shelton's got it in tight. Steiner rolls through and pushes him back. Steiner hobbling on that leg a little bit. He kicks him in the ribs down. Bron grabs onto Shelton for a belly-to-belly, taking him down. And now what is Steiner thinking? Bron Steiner. Spear! A spear from Steiner just broke Shelton in half. 1, 2, Steiner nearly got him, but Shelton kicked out. And now Steiner turns him over, and Bron Steiner into a Steiner recliner in on Shelton. It could be all she wrote for the gold standard. Shelton is fighting with all of his might here, trying to get out of it. Bron's got the Steiner recliner in tight, though. Bron Steiner has him possibly beat here. Steiner scores the submission. Pulls out a family classic with the Steiner recliner. And Bron Steiner is en route to a fight with John Cena in 8 nights' time. We could be on the verge of the biggest star-making moment in the LS11 universe in 8 nights' time. If Bron Steiner can defeat John Cena, then who knows what else the kid can do. Bron Steiner scores the win with the Steiner recliner. That is a big victory for Bron Steiner. We are getting close to the end of the show. That was our 3rd matchup of the night. We have plenty more coming up, though. We're going to go backstage. I've been told there's been a bit of a confrontation involving the Intercontinental Champion, Austin Theory. So we're going to go backstage and find out what's going on now. Hey, Austin! Yeah. You know, you got that big match with Randy Orton coming up, but I don't even think you should worry about Randy Orton, dude. I've beat Randy Orton, so I'm the one you should be worried about. Yeah, because now I've ended the conspiracies against me. Nobody thinks I'm El Generico anymore. They know I'm not El Generico. I never have been. I never was. But you know what I am? I am the next WWE Intercontinental Champion. That's what I am, Austin. Because if you get through Randy Orton, I got next. And if Randy beats you, I still got next. So, hold it close, Austin. Because I know I can beat Randy. And if you can't, well, what's that say about you? We have some more singles action coming up next here on SmackDown. The final match of tonight, of course, will be the SmackDown Women's title match between Asuka and Nikki Cross. But here comes a young man who made his debut last week, A-Kid. made a shock debut and got face-to-face with John Cena and took the franchise to his limit, I would argue. A-Kid making his way to the ring, although probably not as much to his limit as Tyler Bate did a few weeks ago. That was insane in his own right. But A-Kid making his way to the ring. A-Kid's got a big opportunity tonight to take down another one of SmackDown's top superstars, as this young guy makes his way to the ring here. He takes on one member of the Triple H regime, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. McIntyre approaches the ring tonight. He's in the muscle for the Triple H regime. He's got Mr. Money in the Bank in his corner, Cody Rhodes right behind him. Cody Rhodes, of course, the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. Look at that sight right there. Cody with his arms folded and Drew with the sword. It's actually kind of cool, like, screenshot there. Drew McIntyre making his way to the ring, though. The Scottish Warrior on his way down. Hopefully the music didn't drown me out too much this episode. I had it a little higher than normal. We're testing the limits. We've not gotten caught yet. We're testing the limits with the PC episodes. So Drew McIntyre making his way to the ring. The Scottish Warrior, the former World Heavyweight Champion. McIntyre is here. Without any further ado, A-Kid and Drew McIntyre. Cody in his corner. Here we go. McIntyre with a boot. And went for another one. A-Kid out of the way. A-Kid grabs onto a back body drop to McIntyre. As I said, this could be a huge upset for A-Kid. It would be his first win in the LS11 Universe. It would be a win over a former world champion. I believe, still at this point, the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion is Drew McIntyre. I might have to check myself on that one, but I believe Drew McIntyre still holds that record at the moment, as there's a boot to the head. McIntyre's got him down. McIntyre, of course, was World Heavyweight Champion for 8 months in Season 1 and the first through Season 2. Not many people can say they were champion for that long. McIntyre tried to pounce onto A-Kid, who got his arms up. McIntyre with a headbutt, the Glasgow Kiss to the back of the skull, and now one off the chin of A-Kid. McIntyre now getting A-Kid back up to his feet. Clothesline to the poor guy. Now McIntyre with a boot to the head. And again. Goes down in the ground and pound, but now A-Kid rolls through it. A-Kid punches him in the head a couple times. A-Kid now telling McIntyre to bring it on. McIntyre kicks him in the ribs and punches him in the back. McIntyre now gets A-Kid back up to his feet. Right hook. Kicks him in the ribs. Drew with Future Shock. He's going to shock the future there by hitting A-Kid with that one. He goes into the corner now. And McIntyre looking to end it. 3, 2, 1. Claymore. No. A-Kid out of the way. And now A-Kid. Neckbreaker. Oh, looks like he's going for Future Shock. McIntyre flips over him. And now Drew McIntyre with a kick to the head. And again. And now McIntyre down in a ground and pound. Punching A-Kid in the face repeatedly. Kicks him down there, the kick to the back. A-Kid back to his feet. He grabs onto McIntyre, and A-Kid attacks the arm. Drew McIntyre goes down. Now A-Kid goes into the corner, grabs onto McIntyre, and A-Kid tries to grab him. McIntyre steps back. McIntyre knocks him back. There's a boot. A-Kid is down. Drew McIntyre, another one of the heavy favorites for the Royal Rumble next Saturday as well. McIntyre throws him in the corner. There's a kick to the face. McIntyre gets him back to his feet, punishing him at this point, I'd say. A-Kid grabs him though. A-Kid takes him down. Fujiwara armbar is in from A-Kid. McIntyre rolls through it. Knocks A-Kid back. Claymore attempt. A-Kid dodged it again. Got a knee up that time. And now what is A-Kid thinking? A-Kid goes for a right hook. McIntyre counters now, and McIntyre grabs onto A-Kid. McIntyre, Claymore! Cover! 1, 2, no! A-Kid powered out. So now Drew gonna look to put another beating on him, kicks him in the ribs. Double underhook. Future shock. Now Drew saying this is what you get. This is what you get for kicking out. Another Claymore. 1, 2. No! A-Kid kicked out again. And now McIntyre punching him repeatedly in the face. McIntyre gets him back up to his feet now, and McIntyre kicks him in the ribs, pulls him in. Drew gets him up, and oh, A-Kid bites out of the power bomb. Grabs onto Drew McIntyre. McIntyre with an elbow strike, knocking him back. Drew McIntyre answers back. A-Kid grabs onto him now, and A-Kid, no, McIntyre with an elbow strike. Now Drew McIntyre throws him out of the ring. Referee begins the count now as McIntyre paces back and forth. McIntyre might have just won this one by count out. A-Kid back to his feet now. If I were A-Kid, I'd just take a walk. Take the loss. Because McIntyre is angry. As McIntyre gets him up, McIntyre powerbomb! Drew McIntyre's got him down. McIntyre. Oh no. Don't get up. Claymore! Again. 1, 2, 3. How is A-Kid still kicking out? McIntyre back down in a ground and pound. McIntyre showing this kid what happens when you have this much resiliency. McIntyre. Oh, A-Kid turns it around. McIntyre could be in trouble here. A-Kid might have him beat. McIntyre pushes him away. Clothesline. Glasgow kiss. And now McIntyre rips him back to his feet. Another Claymore. A-Kid, just stay down or you're going to keep getting kicked in the face. It's over. It's over. I don't know what A-Kid did that helped him kick out of the Claymore 3 different times, but ultimately, your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. Oh no. McIntyre. Glasgow kiss again. Taking down A-Kid. McIntyre. On orders of Cody Rhodes. Throws him back into the ring. McIntyre now getting him back up to his feet. And McIntyre. Right hook connects. McIntyre. With another future shot. Takes down A-Kid. Oh, come on. And McIntyre. Claymore. Hang on a minute. Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, is back. Rollins taking the fight to his old rival. Cody Rhodes saw Rollins coming and got the hell out of there. Rollins with a sling blade to McIntyre. Seth Rollins taking down the Scottish Warrior. And Rollins takes him down. Seth Rollins is back. Rollins beating the hell out of Cody's muscle. Drop kick takes him down. And Rollins taking down McIntyre. Seth Rollins is back. With the return of the World Heavyweight Champion, it's now time for the main event, the Smackdown Women's Championship up for grabs. Here comes the Empress. Asuka on her way to the ring. Asuka making her way to the ring, the Empress of tomorrow, the Empress of today, if she can win the SmackDown Women's title tonight. It would be her first bit of gold in LS11 Universe. Asuka on her way to the ring. She won a big triple threat match last week against Indy Hartwell and Liv Morgan to become the #1 contender. Tonight, she looks to pick up the Women's Championship. So Asuka making her way to the ring. This is her first title opportunity in quite some time. Let's see what she's got. Because she's got to take on one of Fight Factory's best. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Nikki Cross. She's left Blair Davenport and Kaylee Ray in the back tonight. She's going in alone against Asuka. Nikki Cross charges the ring. Nikki Cross slides in, and Nikki Cross has arrived. So Nikki Cross and Asuka gonna go one-on-one here. This is our main event, the SmackDown Women's Championship up for grabs. This crowd firmly behind the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, right now. So it is Asuka and Nikki Cross one-on-one. Here we go. Asuka throws a right hook. Nikki Cross shoves her back. And now Nikki Cross grabs onto her and Cross with Asuka. Taking her towards the corner. Nikki Cross throws her into the corner. Goes for right hook. Asuka counters. And now Asuka with a slap. Asuka drop kicks the knee. And Asuka with a drop kick to the back of the head now. Asuka's got her down, goes for a kick. Nikki Cross punches her in the gut. And now Nikki grabs onto Asuka, rakes the back. Nikki Cross grabs onto her, forearm strike, Dexter. And now Nikki Cross with a stomp to the arm, takes down Asuka. Nikki Cross again now going for the arm, stomps on it again. Into a cover on Asuka. Nikki, one. Asuka grabs the ropes. Asuka's got a hold of the ropes now, and Nikki Cross goes for a kick. Asuka back to her feet. Right hook connects, goes for a kick. Nikki counters. Nikki Cross now grabs Asuka. And Nikki Cross turns around, punches her in the back. And again, she goes down. And now Nikki Cross getting fired up here. Nikki Cross grabs Asuka back to her feet and Cross tries to shove her back. Asuka kicks her. And Asuka now with some rapid fire kicks. And roundhouse. Asuka now getting Nikki Cross back to her feet. Asuka kicks the knee, and again Asuka with an elbow strike and a slap. Kicks her in the ribs, and a kick to the back of the head. And to the back of the skull on that one. Asuka now getting her back to her feet. And Asuka with another kick. Nikki Cross countered. Cross grabs onto her now, and Nikki Cross clotheslines her. Cross taking her down now. Nikki. Leg drop to Asuka. Asuka looking to prove that nobody is ready for Asuka tonight. Nikki Cross grabs her by the back of the head, and Cross puts her on the ropes. Nikki Cross with Asuka picks her up, puts her on the ropes, and swinging neck breaker off the ropes. Nikki Cross into a cover. One. Asuka kicks out at one. Asuka with the shoulders up at one. Nikki Cross getting her back to her feet. Cross. The swinging neck breaker now connects to Asuka. Cross could be looking to put down Asuka in fairly quick fashion tonight. retain the SmackDown Women's title while she's at it. Nikki into a cover now on Asuka. 1, 2, Asuka kicks out. Asuka manages to kick out now, and Nikki Cross. Oh, went for a leg drop. Asuka out of the way. Asuka with a spinning wheel kick off the ropes. The sliding hip attack from Asuka. And now Asuka to the top rope. Asuka. Elbow off the top. Takes down Nikki Cross. And now Asuka. Into. Here we go. Asuka lock is in. For the title, Asuka looking to put Nikki Cross down, looking to tap her out. It wouldn't be the first time Nikki Cross has lost the SmackDown title just before a pay-per-view. Asuka might have her here, might have her number. The Empress looking to tap out Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross, though, breaks the Asuka lock. Elbow to the nose. Asuka's down. She's staggering back to her feet. Nikki Cross shoves her back. There's a left hook. Went for another one. Asuka countered. Asuka went for a kick. Nikki caught her now. Nikki puts her in the corner. Nikki Cross with a right hook. Gets Asuka up to the top. Nikki Cross. Asuka counters. Asuka with a kick. Asuka gets down now, and Asuka leg scissors into a cover. 1, 2. No! Nearly got her, though. Nikki Cross went for a jumping knee strike. Asuka counters. Asuka gets caught. Thrown over the top. Out to the floor goes Asuka. Nikki Cross following after her. Nikki Cross grabs onto Asuka. And Nikki, with a stomp to the arm, takes her down. And a double axe handle. Asuka's down. Nikki Cross kicks her in the back. And went for a knee strike. Asuka out of the way. Asuka hops over Nikki. Asuka turns her around now, and Asuka. There's a kick. And another. And a third. Roundhouse to the head. You can't win the title by countout, though. Referee at the count of 4. Asuka back in the ring here. Either taking time for herself to breathe or forgetting the champion's advantage. Nikki Cross now. Oh, manages to lure Asuka out of the ring. Asuka with a right hook. Nikki Cross grabs her, though. Now Cross throws her into the barricade. Goes for a right hook. There's a right hook now. Asuka, knee to the ribs. Asuka. Asuka into. Asuka lock on the outside. Asuka lock on the outside. Nikki Cross is tapping, but Asuka's outside the ring. You can't win the title on the outside. Asuka. Power bombs her into the apron. Slings her into the apron. Referee at the count of 6. Asuka throws her back into the ring. Grabs onto Nikki Cross now, and Asuka with a kick and a slap now. Asuka. Elbow strike now. Nikki Cross is dazed and confused, but Cross grabs onto her. Nikki Cross puts her in the ropes now, and Nikki Cross, she's recovered pretty quickly after the Asuka lock. I think maybe the tap on the outside was a strategic move. Swinging neck breaker on the top. Oh, Asuka right back up to her feet. Right hook's connecting now. Asuka. Here come the kicks. Asuka with the rapid fire kicks to Nikki. One more to the head for good measure. Now Asuka hits the ropes. Asuka up to the middle rope. Asuka flashes Nikki Cross. Now she's going all the way back up to the top. Asuka. Elbow drop. Nikki Cross is down. Asuka taking her down. Asuka gets Nikki back up to her feet. And the Empress of Tomorrow turns her around. Grabs onto her. Asuka lock is back in. Asuka lock is back in. Is Nikki Cross going to have what it takes to fight out, or is she going to tap out? Asuka's got the Asuka lock in. It could be all she wrote for Nikki. Cross is writhing. She's refusing to give up, though. Nikki Cross pries the arm free again. Throws her elbow in the eye of Asuka. Asuka staggers now back to her feet, and Cross clotheslines her. Asuka staggers back to her feet. Nikki Cross grabs onto her. Nikki Cross throws her in the corner. Cross grabs Asuka. Nikki Cross with a punch to the face. Nikki takes her down now. Nikki Cross with another kick. For another one, Asuka swipes out of the way, kicks her in the back. Asuka now. Right hook connects to Nikki. Nikki Cross shoves her away. There's a left and an elbow. Cross grabs Asuka for another swinging neck breaker. She's got her. Cover. But a rope break saves Asuka. Leg drop attempt. Asuka out of the way. Oh, Nikki Cross caught her now. Nikki Cross. Clothesline. Cross now grabs Asuka back to her feet. Chops her. Asuka now gets caught with an knee strike. There's a right hook now. Asuka kicks on the ribs. Kick to the back of the head. And a kick to the skull of the Smackdown Women's Champion. Nikki Cross's title reign could be in danger here. She counters and knocks back Asuka. Cross grabs onto her. Nikki Cross. Neck breaker. Down goes Asuka. And now Cross gets Asuka back up to her feet. And Nikki Cross grabs her. Third time. Swinging neck breaker. Connects. And now she's making the smart choice. She's dragging Asuka away from the ropes. Here we go. Cross into a cover. 1, 2, 3. Nikki Cross manages to be ready for Asuka tonight, despite a controversial submission on the outside. Nikki Cross retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. Thank you all so much for watching this week's edition of SmackDown. I hope you all enjoyed it. Tomorrow is Wrestle Dynasty. Please check that out. Ray has worked really hard on it. I'm very proud of him, and I'm very excited to see what he's got in store. So please check that out when it premieres tomorrow. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.